Hey everyone, if you're seeing this, that means you're interested in participating in Big Brother Kids 2. First off, I want to say thank you for even bothering to consider playing or watching this video, as I'm extremely passionate about this stuff, and to know that people are willing to give it a shot fills me with joy. With that being said, I want to get all the information out in this video as quickly as possible so I don't waste any of your time. I know it's long, but there's a lot, so bear with me. And I apologize if my voice sounds tired, or if the audio quality is bad. It is 1 a.m. right now, and I'm recording on my phone, so I do apologize for that. So the first big thing in this season is that it isn't going to be recorded like the last one was. My dad, unfortunately, will be at an event during the date, and that means there won't be any cameras or microphones this time. I apologize if that was something you were looking forward to, but it did take the most amount of effort, and it wouldn't have worked with the dates planned. There will still be moments recorded, like during important ceremonies or challenges, and I'm going to see if I can set up a diary room or a system to make a compilation of things after the season finishes. However, it's not going to be posted to YouTube or require parental consent. If you're still listening and are still interested, let me explain what the concept of Big Brother is as a whole. If you've played before or already know how the game works, skip to the time shown on the screen to get to rules and updates. Okay, for my newbies, let me explain. The game is based off the reality TV series of the same name, where 16 house guests move into a house for the summer and are recorded live 24/7 whilst they eliminate/evict each other from the house. Emphasis on the last part. In order to win the game, you must eliminate all the other players from the house, kicking them out. But how do you do that? You're most definitely asking. It starts with a competition or challenge known as the Head of Household Challenge. Remember that name, Head of Household, HOH for short. The winner of the challenge will become the HOH, Head of Household, and will hold power for that round. After some time, they will hold a nomination ceremony where they will choose 2 other players to be nominated for eviction, commonly referred to as being on the chopping block. By the end of the round, all players who are not on the block or an HOH will vote to evict one of the 2 players on the block, eliminating them from good and kicking them out of the house. However, before this vote, a second challenge takes place known as the Power of Veto Challenge, POV for short. In this challenge, only 6 players can participate: the Head of Household, the 2 nominees, and the 3 house guests chosen by random. The winner of the Power of Veto will have the power to remove one of the nominees from the chopping block. If they do this, the HOH will then have to choose a new nominee, and it cannot be the saved or the winner of the POV challenge. After a player is evicted or eliminated, they will be sent out of the house for the rest of the game, and the round will reset with a new HOH challenge in which the old winner cannot compete in. This cycle will continue until there are only 2 players left in the game. When there are 2 players left in the game, all other players removed from the house will then vote for one of the remaining players to win the game and earn the $100. Funny concept, huh? The players you eliminate determine your fate in the end. If any of that didn't make sense, send me a message with your questions and I will be happy to answer them. Now that you understand how the game works, let's move into the house rules, game rules, and etiquette. First rule, like anyone would expect, is respect. Respect for the house, respect for the crew, respect for me, the host, respect for my parents and any adults there, and finally, respect for your fellow competitors. Please don't throw temper tantrums, don't whine and complain about everything, and especially don't break things and have anger attacks. Anything you break for, you will pay for, anger attack or not. When it comes to challenges and rule breaks, please leave that up to me and the crew to decide if a play is allowed or not. Don't try to accuse others of breaking rules just because you're upset. Don't make any of the fights personal. It's okay to beef with someone who puts you on the block and to be against them, but don't talk crap about them personally or make targeted insults at them unless you're both okay with that. Like if you're friends and you're doing it playfully, that's okay. This should be a respectful experience and no one should feel like they were personally attacked for a game decision. If you have personal problems with someone, keep it to yourself. Second rule is not to cheat. Please do not interact with the eliminated players whatsoever. Do not go on your phone unless given permission to. Do not cheat in the challenges to get ahead. Do not find ways to access confidential game info. And if you are found to be doing any of these, your punishment could be anywhere from a warning to immediate removal from the game. If it feels like cheating or a loophole, it probably counts as cheating or a punishable loophole. Now I want to talk about the changes from last season. Looking back at the footage, and from memory, last season felt more like a party than it did a Big Brother. Everyone was on their phones, eliminated players roamed the rooms and prevented many game talk situations, as well as providing game information of their own, which is cheating by the way. This time, I'm cracking down on the rules because I really don't want this to feel like a party. It's the Big Brother Kids experience, and as corny as I am saying that, I'm extremely serious. First off, phones as well as other entertainment items like games, cards, and books will be put in a box. I know phones are important for contact, so if you absolutely need yours, you can notify me and I can give you permission. But there won't be any texting or TikToks or Snapchats in the middle of the game. When you're inside, the game should be your main and only focus. Of course, after you're eliminated, all your belongings, phone included, will be returned to you for the rest of the day, so don't worry about that. Secondly, when you're eliminated, you cannot in any way interact with the players still in the game, nor will you be allowed to re-enter the house unless it is to use the bathroom. This time, lunch is going to be separate. Eliminated players outside, in-game players inside. I'm not going to tolerate or be lenient on this rule. When you're eliminated, you will enter my backyard and there will be a pool for you, swimming, loads of board games, a trampoline, hopefully a live camera of the nomination and eviction ceremony so you can keep up with who's about to join you. There'll be exit eliminations, and if you have a car, you'll be allowed to go other places after elimination, but I do ask that you return by a certain time so you can participate in the finale. If you feel like you will not be able to handle being outside for the time that you are out, please let me know, but I don't really think you should play. Everyone playing needs to understand these 2 specific rules and follow them in order to play. Even if they get out super early or they can't use their phone for the entire time because they never got out. Finally, I want to talk about etiquette in the game. First off, like stated earlier, the host and crew gets final say on decisions. Don't complain about things and ruin the experience for others because your game isn't working out. Don't ask the host to remove others players simply because you don't vibe with them. Everyone agreed to the same rules and you are all playing on equal footing. I ask that you all try your best to win. A season is so much more thrilling and fun even if it's not recorded, if you don't know what's going to happen next. Try your best as much as you can. I know it's a long day, but you know what you're signing up for. This experience will be a failure if everyone simply lets the dominant players walk all over them and win the game. Try to be that player that gets out of sticky situations, not the one that lets themselves get evicted. If you have any questions regarding the things I just stated, please contact me and ask. Moving on to the final subject, how are things going to look this season? The fun stuff. First of all, the house is going to look way different. I'm planning on decorating it to the theme of the season, Battle of the Elements, so stay tuned for that. I'm also planning on removing the luck-based competitions and making them a lot more engaging and interactive. Second, I plan on having 10 to 16 players split into 4 teams based off the 4 elements, earth, fire, water, and air. These teams will be randomly generated, so don't worry about me choosing and picking. Players will not be able to nominate their own teammates, however, they will be able to vote off their own teammates. I'm doing this twist because I want to reduce the effect of pre-game relationships and give everyone an equal starting ground to have players to work with, even if they come into the game knowing nobody. And the twist will end at an undisclosed time. I'm thinking of having you wear an outfit in your team's color to make things more distinguishable. Secondly, there will also be 4 advantages based off the elements that will affect the games. I'm not going to give you any more information about the advantages, but I'm just letting you know that they will exist. You'll learn more the day of. Finally, the prize this season is doubled. Instead of $50, it's $100. In second place, instead of $10, it's $25. Every player who doesn't come in first or second is going to be given a $5 gift card to any place of their choice. There's going to be a bunch of different choices to pick from. First eliminating gets first choice, and so on, for their commitment and participation in the season. There's also going to be some prize challenges, so stay tuned for that. You may be able to earn prizes during the challenges, so we'll see with that. Overall, my goal is to do something I'm passionate about and share it with others, creating a replica experience of a game I love and I think about on a daily basis. I hope you guys enjoy it and have lots of fun competing. Now, please fill out the RSVP form so I know just how many people are coming and what to prepare for. Thank you so much. I will update with further information if necessary, along with what team you'll be on and what color outfit to wear. Thank you so much. Have a great day.